Oh, hello. Hope everybody's doing good today, tonight, whenever you're watching this. And again, I apologize if the video doesn't turn out the greatest. I do have my full attention on the road, and I'm not going to be paying a lot of attention to my camera. So if the video turns out crappy, then I apologize for that right now. But honestly, last night I came across a subject that I thought was completely screwed up. And let me tell you something, man. Just when I thought it couldn't get freaking weirder with the LGBTQ community in some states, like, my freaking word. And look, I'm not putting this video out there to freaking sound hateful towards the LGBTQ community, because at the end of the day, look, like I've said in many other videos, I go down two-way streets. If you're treating me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. If you're treating me with disrespect, well, you're not gonna get the best respect out of me. That's all there is to it. That's just how I am, and that's probably how I'll always be, whether people like it or not. Regardless if you're gay or lesbian or transgender or what race you are or anything like that. Religion, all that stuff. So, yeah. But, anyways, getting to the main point now. So, last night I came across something on Instagram that was posted by somebody that I follow. I can't remember. A typical liberal. That's who put it up. He's not actually liberal. He just goes by that. He's actually conservative. But anyways, so I came across a post that he had uploaded where I don't remember if it was North or South Carolina. I'll have to look again. But one of those states made it to where it is now illegal for kids to decide what gender they want to be. Meaning, parents are not allowed to take their kids in for gender affirming surgeries, and anybody that tries to take somebody else's kid and do that stuff will face severe punishments for that, which I am 100% for. I'm sorry, like I said, I respect the LGBTQ community, and I respect those that want to decide that they want to go and change their genders and do all this and that. You know what? If an adult decides they want to do that, then you know what? That's your decision to make, and I respect that. But if you're going to sit there and let a kid do that type of stuff, or take somebody else's kid and work on that, there's a problem. I am sorry, but you know what? A kid's brain is not fully developed. I'm sorry, but kids really don't know what they want to be until they get older. A lot of kids that deal with gender dysphoria or whatever it is, a lot of them, 80 to 85% of them grow out of that. I understand there are some kids that just deal with it until they're adults, and once they're old enough to make their decision, then they decide that they want to make that decision. You know what? Okay, I understand that. I mean, look at Mr. Beast's friend Chris Tyson. From what I heard, that's something he's been dealing with for most of his life. And you know what? As much as I think it's weird that he's doing it while he has a kid, I mean, other than that, Chris is entitled to his decisions. But anyways, I'm not trying to aim this subject towards Mr. Beast and his friend Chris. I'm trying to aim this about the main subject I'm about to get at here. So, like I said, one of the Carolinas, made it to where kids are no longer allowed to, decide what gender they want to be. And you know what? Like I said, I fully respect that law. 100%. But the thing that's pissing me off about what's going on there is that the LGBTQ community is using a 9-year-old to file a lawsuit against one of those states, which I think is absolutely screwed up. And I mean screwed up on so many levels. Well, they can't take somebody else's kid to decide what they, decide what that kid wants to do in his or her life. So they're going to use somebody else's kid to frickin' file a lawsuit. That is fucked up, dude. And I'm sorry about my language. I tried not to swear, but this subject... What the hell, dude? What in the actual hell? Whether or not the kid was gay or whatnot, or, wanted to be a transgender, I don't know. That's beyond me. Like I said, I don't know if liberals are just using that kid, just to try and, make those that they're going against the bad guys or what. But this is wrong on so many fucking levels. I don't understand people sometimes, man. I mean, you would think adults nowadays would be in their right mindsets and would have common sense. But apparently not. Not nowadays, I guess. Which is pretty sad. I mean, whether or not the kid's parents is a part of the LGBTQ community, that's beyond me. But regardless, man, I mean, why would anybody be okay with this? Things like this are why I do not support the LGBTQ community. And I'm sorry to anybody that's going to be pissed off by me saying that. But you know what? That's how I frickin' feel. Maybe if the LGBTQIA, whatever, however many letters there are in that group now, maybe if that group would just leave our kids alone and let kids be kids and let parents decide what's good for their kids and what's not good, I mean, we wouldn't have this freaking problem. I mean, I wouldn't have such a big problem with the LGBTQ, that community. I'm sorry. Again, I hate to sound super biased towards that group, but that's just how I feel. And look, if you're a part of that group and you are against this type of behavior, then okay, I have nothing against you. Like I said, I don't have a problem with somebody because of their sexual orientation, like if they're gay or lesbian or, what gender, race, religion they are. Like, being against a group and being against somebody because of their lifestyle, those are two different things. And that's something people need to realize. Just because you don't like a certain group does not mean you hate certain people in general. Like for me, I can't stand Black Lives Matter, but I don't have a problem with black people. And I'm not about to sit here and talk about why I have an issue with Black Lives Matter, because I've already stated that in previous videos. But the fact that the LGBTQ community is doing this crap is just, that's not right. You know, liberals think that it's okay to sit there and let kids make all the decisions in their life that they want to make. And I'm sorry, but kids do need their parents. Kids do need to let parents decide what they can or can't do in their life. Why do you think we have so many kids growing up now that think that they can be this and that? Why do you think we have so many people out there that think that there's 137 genders out there now? That's the thing. Back when I was in elementary school, we were taught that there were only 2 genders. Nowadays, it's like, even though teachers know the facts, they just don't care. They're just pushing their narrative on somebody else's kids and going, oh, well, actually, there's this many genders. Oh, there's actually that many genders. Oh, well, actually, Bill Nye came out and said that there were this and that many gender, blah, blah, blah. You know what? The only reason Bill Nye even came out with that bull crap is because liberals are paying him to say it. Same thing with many other scientists out there that are pushing that crap, you know, going on and on saying, hey, trust the science, but hey, guess what? There's actually more than 2 genders, blah, 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 blah. Like, come on now. I'm sorry, but any scientist out there, whether if they're the smartest person on earth or not, any scientist out there that goes around saying that there are more than 2 genders, I am not gonna trust them with my life. Just saying. But, you know, getting back to the main subject, you know, again, just people make no sense these days. This is ridiculous. And I mean ridiculous. Like I said, if you're an adult that wants to go and make the decision to transition, you know what? That's your decision to make, not mine. I might not support that decision or accept it, but I will respect it. But if people are going to let their kids do that, or if somebody else out there is going to take somebody else's kid and have that kid transition, that's when I have a serious problem. Because like I said, you know, kids do not know what they actually want to be until they hit the age where they can make their decisions. So yeah, I support what North Carolina or South Carolina or whatever state's doing it. You know, I support that decision 100%. Same thing with any other state that's doing the same thing. I will say that right now. And if that pisses you off, then you know what? I do not care. That's not my fucking problem. But that's all I gotta say. I had to get this off my chest because this is a subject that got me so freaking heated. But hope everybody's doing good today, tonight, whenever you're watching this. You know, Thanksgiving is coming up in a little over a week, which I'm happy for, excited for that. But that's all I gotta say. You guys all take care now. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, do whatever. If you don't like this video, you think I'm a piece of shit for saying what I said, not my problem. You guys all take care now.